the whole thesis, the foundation of your name, you got it from the ruler.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So continue. I wanted to make sure I reiterated that to the people who hear who might not know who me and you who me and you are talking about.
Right.
So
So
Hannibal.
yeah, he was like one of the illest generals in the world. You know what I mean? He tried to conquer Rome for 15 years and shit. So, had he succeeded, everything would be different today. You know what I'm saying? So, I was a big fan of him. So, when I got out, it kind of resonated with me.
Okay.
And, my first album was The Method Man Presents Hannibal the Great. My second album was called Barker, which is Hannibal's last name.
Okay. So you
And
rocking
this album,
Hannibal. That's what's
yeah,
up.
this album is called Carthage. Carthage was where he was from. It was
Teach.
one of the, it was one of the richest places in Africa, they had their own money, they was just self-contained, and I was just a big fan of the whole thing. So,
Okay. Can you reference some specific books that you read that you picked up on that?
um
Can you recollect?
nah, not really. I honestly, the Art of War movie, that's how I got interested, because they spoke about it's the old movie with Wesley Snipes. They had a sword and a shield that was worth millions, and it was supposed to have belonged to him. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? So there was like there was a illustration called Ride a Tiger that spoke a lot about him, and it kind of associates him with other generals that don't have, you know, uh, that nobody likes. Like they associated him with Hitler. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? But he was our people. You know what I'm saying? And nobody really talks about him. Nobody really gives him his credit. You know what I'm saying? So, just like Wu was like the Chinese stuff, that was what, I gravitated to. And, then when I got out, a lot of, the YouTube links, I went to the links, I'm just a big fan. I'm a big fan of what he did. You know what I'm saying? He conquered Sicily. You know what I'm saying? That's another one of my mixtapes with K Slays called Back to Sicily, that we did in the past. And, and that was basically, that's what kind of started the whole meth lab joints, because we toured off of Back to Sicily mixtape. And one of the songs was called Black Suit on that.
Right.
And Meth was like, yo, we gotta make a song that we can do together. So while we was on the road, we started working on a song that we could perform together. And that song turned into a mixtape called Meth Lab. And then when we got hip deep into that, I told the big homie, like, yo, we could make this a real album. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And he kind of gave us a shot. I'm gonna say gave us a shot, because he could have easily said no.
Okay. What year did
You
you
know
come
what I'm
home?
saying?
What year did you come home?
I came home in 2007.
You was an MC your whole life,
My
like
whole life. My whole life.
word.
Yeah. My
That's what's
whole life.
up.
I
Okay.
came home 2007. The big homie helped me get off parole. I- Not literally, but my PO was a Fed. You know what I'm saying? And he literally went down there and signed autographs and you know stuff like that, bro. You know what I mean? And it kind of took the chains off me. And right after that, I went on tour. I was on the first Cuban Links 2 tour after that. But
Right.
Meth made that possible.
That's universal love like a motherfucker.
But she not, and this will make you like understand a little bit more the Joe Budden shit, while I was, so on go, like anybody but him.
I check it out. I wasn't gonna go directly into that 'cause I
Okay.
got a
All right,
whole
so
lot
we
of
gonna
other
back up.
whole
We
lot
gonna
of other
back up.
material, but in reference to that, I have a question for you. Was your rap name, were you being referred to as Hands On before or after you put your hands on Joe Budden?
They was calling me Hannibal, but after the Joe Budden situation, they shortened it to the acronym, and it kind of fit with the whole hand stuff, and you know, yeah. So kind of around that time, yeah.
Okay. So you said, fuck it, I'm rocking it. Because I'm
Yeah.
looking at songs and shit. I'm looking at songs online and shit. That's your name.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, look, right? I thought, I think that it's a terrible injustice, like I told you over the phone,
Mm-hmm.
that that you were known for that. You feel me? Because I looked at first when it happened and all of that. This the world star era. Um, the way I received it is, I believe, the same way that everybody else received it. Like, before that happened, um, Wu Tang, and the Wu Tang body was revered, for strength, having strength and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So when that happened to him, it was like anybody could have did that, because that's what you're gonna get from the Wu. Like, we've been listening to the raps.
Right. Right.
we've been we've been listening to the music. We've been listening to the music, you know what I'm saying? And we've been
Right.
listening to niggas talk about slapping niggas in the face and punching niggas in the face and breaking niggas' jaws and shit like that on songs.
Mm-hmm.
So we believed it. And whenever that incident happened with you and him, it was like, because I didn't know you for music at the time. It was
Mm-hmm.
like one of them Wu niggas punched him in his face. That's
Right.
basically what everybody was saying. One of them Wu niggas punched him in his face. And um, I've seen several Wu Tang members in person. They some big niggas and shit. You
Right.
know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Right. Right.
So, you look like, when I seen you in person, you look like somebody to be with them big niggas and shit. Like, you know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
So I was like, that was one of their homies punched on him and shit like that. I had
Right.
no inkling, even when I was in the same room with you, that you
Right.
were a rapper, that you was a
Okay.
rapper. And that's an injustice. Do you find that, is that something that happens often? Is that something that you deal with?
Yes, yes. I actually declined talking about it a lot. I mean, I did one interview about it when I was young. I was stupid. I shouldn't have did the interview because I didn't do it for that. I did it because that's my team.
Right,
And not even to just put it on Meth. Meth, one of the best motherfuckers in the world. Show major love, but overall, all of them, Ray, Inspector Deck, all of them got so many people out the hood and helped so many people. And this ain't financially, they put people in position to where people could get things on their own.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Feed people, yeah,
right,
opportunity. You're fucking
right.
right.
So, I kind of like with your sentiments before, like fucking with the Wu, anybody would have did that. It just so happens I was there that day.
Right,
But where I'm from is so much love for these dudes. That would have happened to him eventually from somebody. You know what I'm saying? Just
right.
based on the love that these dudes got out here. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah. Fucking right. Fucking right. So, do you care to share what actually upset you? It's been a long time and shit. What exactly did the nigga say that upset you?
Honestly, I don't even know. All I heard was, yo, the nigga, dissed the Woo. He said something bad about Meth, said something bad about Deck. Ray was upset. I'm on deck.
No
I
doubt.
gotta go. You know what I'm
That,
saying?
that, yeah, no doubt. All right, all right. So we passed the Joe Budden shit. Prior to that, what do you think of Joe Budden as an MC?
I like him.
Me
I
too.
was a fan. I was a fan. But like I said, I'm still a fan. I think he nice.
Be
You know
nice.
what I'm saying?
He is.
But at the time I was just coming out to play for my team, bro.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. All right, let's talk about some of these records, man, because I'm looking at your library and you should go back and you should have been recognized for this. I just have to say this. I suggest the meth lab hire an intern with a video camera, because you got dope music, man, that should have videos. That some of these freestyles and some of these songs that I'm looking at, these joints should be dope. This Streets of Staten Island joint that you did with Carlton Fist and Maria Godspeed, people should know about these records and shit. These shits is
Right, right. That
video
was
worthy.
actually shout out to Styles, the Shadow Figure. That was actually done for his project. Shout out to him. I think that was a dope song as well.
I fuck with it. I fuck with it. I listened to you before I got on here, man. It's a goddamn shame that you more known for that bullshit, and you on songs with all of these legends. I just looked at the joint that you did with Reggie and Method Man. Like you can
Wildcat.
go. You can go. You kind of put me in a sound wise, put me in the mind of Joel Ortiz. Have you heard that before? Anybody ever said that?
No, no. I've heard Ghosts. I've never heard Joel Ortiz.
No doubt. Okay. Tell me about this new record that you got coming out at 12 tonight. Make sure everybody y'all go in there and support that. The reason why I spotted you is because I've seen PA Dre production.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
guy.
And
He
yeah,
all over this record.
he 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 uh he executive produced my album Pillmatic. And
Okay.
you niggas need to run with me too. You and Carlton Fisk.
Yeah,
You
now we
niggas
here. We here. We ready to
Yo,
go.
this is
12
what
o'clock tonight. We
Gully
ready to go.
TV. I'm here
Yeah.
for y'all. I'm Gully TV. I'm here for niggas just like y'all, my nigga. Y'all need to be fucking heard, man, because y'all nice and it's fresh. I'm listening to old records that's fresh. So
Right.
Staten Island. Uh, Let me see. Yes, So Staten with Method Man. This is an old
Right.
record. Shit is
Yes.
dope. Shit is dope. How long you been getting on tracks with him? Is it intimidating getting on tracks with him? Was it in the beginning? Probably not now. You nice.
No, still till this day. Still till this day. It's intimidating.
No doubt.
It's it's intimidating performing with them. You know what I'm saying? But that's how we condition ourselves to stay up and ready. We know this already going in,
Right.
so we automatically know. Ain't no, you know what I mean? I'm giving up no shorts when he in the booth with you.
I thought that this interview was just gonna be about your album, and I looked at your resume. You should have been on Gully TV. I don't know how you let me get out the build. You was eating fucking mashed potatoes and meatloaf. That shit looking like you wasn't fucking around, man. You wasn't.
Word.
You like, man, I'm gonna get with you and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah, no, I
saying?
just didn't want to intrude because you was there for Shyheim.
Nah,
So
I was doing his documentary, but he the one that told me he directed me to you. I'm telling you, the nigga was calling plays like a baseball umpire and shit. You know what I'm saying? He
right,
didn't want to point
right,
at you. He just started doing
right,
doing all this
right.
shit right here. So in total, do you got besides this joint coming out tonight, do you got other solo projects?
The one before this, which is Barker, that's out right now. You know what I'm saying? Uh, that of course that got Meth on it, got Ray on it, Ghost is on there. Um, Mr. Fab from Cali, shout out to
My
him.
nigga. My nigga.
You know what I'm
That's my
saying?
nigga.
Yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out to
So yeah,
Fabby.
that's out. Hannibal the Great is out. It might be hard to find the first album because I didn't know what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Once we
Right,
started getting into doing the Meth Lab album with Meth, then I had to learn all the intricate details behind, putting out a project professionally. Because
right,
when you playing with him, you can't throw away your blessings with shit like mixtapes.
right,
You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to make the most out of it. So from Barker, after it was all considered, you know, commercial album, so to speak, quote unquote. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Like all the beats is original, everything is cleared, ain't no samples. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The only people that own them records is us.
No doubt. We gotta make sure we get the word out about you. Make sure y'all go follow him on Instagram, Hanz the Great, HANZDAGREAT. Niggas need to know about this album coming out tonight. Carthage, when where you plan to drop it at? Where this link gonna be at?
It's going to be on every platform there is digitally. We're still working on hard copies. Like I was telling you before, the album was slated for Friday the 13th, which is tomorrow. It got pushed back because of politics. But instead of pushing it back, like I let them push the album back, but I added an extra song. So as far as fan wise, they gonna see the campaign start tonight, regardless if the album get pushed back or not. So at 12 midnight, we got the Richmond County Coalition joint dropping. It's me and featuring Fest Taylor. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's gonna drop. Then the single for the album, which is All Fire, featuring Method Man, of course, that drops on the 20th, which
Okay.
is next week.
You got some real heavy
So we
dudes.
got videos, we got commercials coming. The time is gonna be filled. Like we're gonna engage, we're gonna engage people, and we're gonna keep engaging them. Even if it's one, if whether it be a song, a commercial, a video, you know
Right.
what I'm saying, a freestyle, we gonna give them something from now at 12 midnight for the next 6 months. You gonna hear something new from me.
What's the name of the joint you did with Rock from Helter Skelter?
That song is named Carthage.
Oh my goodness.
That song is like the album title song. That's the second single. That'll be out a week after the meth joint.
I know what to look for, don't I? I went straight for the jugular. Rock
Right,
next. I ain't seen
right.
him on. I ain't seen him in a minute. I ain't heard him in a minute.
Now I just seen him the other day. We just did a video.
Oh, y'all got a
That
video?
song, you gonna see a video to that song.
When you plan to drop it? The video.
Huh?
The video done? It's done?
Yeah, it's shot. Yeah, it's still being edited though.
Oh, okay. Okay. Tell me how you met P.A. Dre. That's my guy. Incredible
Um,
producer.
I met
That's my
P.A. Dre.
that's my son right there.
I met P.A. Dre doing work with R.J. Payne. A couple
Pain.
of the homies, we was working on one of the meth lab projects. A couple of homies came back from a show, right? I don't go to all the shows, I try to make it, but then, this particular one, I wasn't there.
Right.
Um, a couple of homies came back, was like, yo, introduced me to RJ Payne. I called him to get him on the meth lab project, and that's what led me to PA Dre.
Right.
And then when I started checking for him, he was working with Deck already. He worked with Carlo, he worked with JoJo Pellegrino out here. So he was doing a lot of work already before I even got to him, to be perfectly honest with you.
Right.
But ever since I met him, shit been solid. You know what I'm saying?
What part of Staten Island you from?
Park Hill.
You D&D?
Nah, I'm too young for that.
Too young?
Yeah, I'm too
Okay.
young.
I'm not.
I know my shit. I know.
I'm not.
I got a whole tablet right here in front of me with my question.
You
Yeah,
know,
now
it,
I was out the window at that
Okay.
time.
Okay.
I was around the corner.
Yeah,
I
that's
was out.
Carlo.
I was outside.
You was around for the D&D days, Fisk?
BMD,
DMG,
BCC.
BCC.
What you looking for?
Good.
No
Yeah,
doubt.
I was around for all of that.
Step to the camera. Step to the camera. Introduce
Yeah,
yourself
right
to
here.
That's what I'm
my,
moving.
my
Right here. It's Carlo. It's where it's
yeah.
Carlo right here.
Where you been? I'm gonna ask you in front of everybody because you had a extreme buzz like the rest of these niggas at a point in time. He's a major player in this shit, and you just went away. What happened? Tell me what happened with Fisk.
I basically meth album drop, to Cal drop, and I caught a case after that. So I actually caught two cases. Well, actually, when I was working on Meth first album, I was on the run already. I already had warrants and shit like that. Meth knew I had warrants and shit. And at first it started, it wasn't even the music really. It started with the yo, come this way. I know you going through XYZ. That's how real a nigga Meth is and shit. He was like, yo, I know you going through XYZ, come over here with me. And he wasn't even really on yet. You know what I mean? He wasn't really on yet. So what happened? So anyway, when his album dropped, I got locked up. So I got locked up in 95. I came home in 2000.
Nickel did a nickel. So what
Yeah,
was
the
you
first one.
came home when that joint had just dropped in like 98 or not, yeah, 98. That album had just dropped in 98.
What
His
dropping?
so-
What album?
his solo joint,
Nah,
right?
Meth album dropped in 95. To Cal, Meth's first album. I was on Meth's first album, dropped in 90 and then 94, beginning of
Okay,
95.
but he dropped another one in like 98 or 99 because he had
I
video for
wasn't on it.
it. Yeah.
I wasn't on it. I wasn't home. I came home after that. The
Okay.
album you talking about is when him and Red, they was on the Hard Knock Life tour and all that, was like 98, 99. You know what I mean?
Right.
They was on the road with Jay-Z and I never came home till 2000. So, and I was home for like 90 days and then I went back to the can. And then after that, it was just a series of highs and lows for me because I was still, every time I came home, I would still make music, but I would
Right.
never be around to shoot the video. So it was like the more I kept getting into trouble, the more my value went down because nobody, I wasn't reliable. Either I had a criminal case, I was out on bail, or I was locked up. You know what I'm saying?
But he about to remind y'all in a minute.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
I
But
uh
through
I
the
like the
years, I've
record.
been on different other projects though. I've
Say
been,
that
through
again.
the years, I done a few Deck projects. I did mixtapes with Deck.
He
I
on
was,
Meth Lab 1.
yeah, I'm on Meth Lab 1 and 3. I wasn't here for 2. I've been home like 3.5 years. I had just did 8, 9 years. Just I came home in 2019. Matter of fact,
When y'all say Meth Lab, right?
yeah,
I know that's the title of a project and it's just the name of the studio. Is that a production team? Is that when y'all say Meth Lab, is that an in-house body of people? Huh? Hands?
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, yeah. You could say that. We didn't go with it. That was an idea at the start of the campaign for Meth Lab, but it was decided, not. We had pictures of everybody, everybody from the engineers down to, what I'm saying, the
Right.
people that clean up. You know what I'm saying? We was gonna advertise because that's the machine. My whole idea was to advertise the machine as opposed to, because the big homie helping you already.
Yeah.
I mean, you gonna throw all the work on his lap too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how I was thinking, but it was decided against. So we didn't advertise it like that. But yeah, it's like a machine. You know
So
what I'm saying?
can an MC come there to record?
Absolutely. We do studio time as well. You
Okay,
know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
that's what I was getting at. Like when I said was Meth Lab an in-house,
Oh
Oh,
no,
nah,
body.
everybody welcome.
Everybody welcome.
Everybody welcome here, man.
No, yeah,
Okay.
everybody welcome. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's welcome. That's not the primary focus on the studio though. If we could pay the bills with sessions and hall rentals, because you see the spot is big. We
Yeah.
got 2,200 square foot spot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we'll take it if it come in. You know what I'm saying? But
Absolutely.
the whole purpose is to create content to push out on a fast basis in abundance. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. Hey Fist,
Yeah.
you better stay your black ass home, man.
Oh, nah,
You
nah,
better
it's
stay your
over.
ass on the street, my
It's
nigga.
over.
Like that's some
Nah, I
young
got a
niggas.
service animal.
That's some
Yeah,
young
I
nigga
can't. Yeah,
shit, man. You gotta stay out here, man. It's easy to get on now and shit. You don't need no record deal now and shit. All you need is the
yeah, nah,
camera,
I understand that.
Right.
wrap
Yeah,
your ass up and
actually,
shit.
bro, I just really been like soaking the game up. You know what I mean? It's like, when you're a little older and shit, sometimes you tend to think that you know a lot of shit. You know what I mean? So this go around, I say, yo, I'm gonna really take the time out to listen and learn. So I check in with a lot of young people, you know what I mean, and I stay abreast of what's going on or whatever. But at the same time, I try to stay up as much as I can on the technology and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
know. So, but I could take direction though. You know what I'm saying? Like I could listen to somebody younger if what they saying makes sense. All you got to do is make it make sense to me.
No doubt.
But yeah. So yeah,
Man,
Carlo got. Okay, go ahead, go
man,
ahead.
I don't like the fact that you known worldwide for that one moment, man. That's so fucked up, man. These niggas on here, they think that this is just a. They don't know that you got a body of dope ass music, man. Like you should have been fucking with Gully TV. You should have been fuck. I'm the home of that sound. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I'm the home of that sound and shit. Word up. And I appreciate you, man. Like we got to get the word out about you and shit. And I think the fact that that Joe Budden situation happened, and it's another Hands from Brooklyn. I think he was a battle rapper at a point in time.
Coney Island hands, the one from Coney Island. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my guy. That's my guy. I know
Okay.
both of them. I know both of them. We was talking about doing a record. I mean, Rock was talking about putting together a record with
Okay.
all three of us.
You got a all star. You got a menu on here, man. Shout
Mm-hmm.
out to Ron Browse and Dame Grease. What you do with them brothers? I interviewed Browse and shit. What you do with them? It's a wavy
But
dude, man. Shout out to
yeah,
Harlem.
Yeah.
well, yo, I mean, Ron Browse, we did. He's on Carthage. He's on the single with Rock,
Hold on, man.
and he did the beat. And he did the beat. He on a single with Rock.
Let me
That's the
see.
second single. Y'all gonna hear that soon. Shout out to Ron Brown.
Yeah.
Not
I
only
asked
that,
about I
yo,
asked
look,
about all the key players. No footnotes, no bio, no nothing. Straight up.
look, yo. Matter of fact, and this I want to say this about Ron Browns. Like, he could get into any mode. Like one of our biggest songs on a Meth Lab project was Straight Gutter. That got like that's hitting 30 million, well, maybe 20, 30 million views right now.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
mm.
Ron Brown did that. He did that song. And it's kind of,
Where is your music available at? You got, you know what I'm saying? You got Bandcamp. Like what you got? Where your shit at? Where your shit at?
well,
So they
hard
can catch
copies
up.
I do independently. So I make deals with digital aspect of the whole thing. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
So
hard copy. I was gonna ask you about the vinyls and shit like
yeah,
that. You got your
Spotify, Pandora, anything, all of that is up there. It may get a little bit choppy because, like I said, I didn't know how to do my stuff at first. So a lot of the stuff that I did before, I can't put for sale because it has samples that wasn't cleared, stuff, yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But anything post 2010, you could find me. Um, Be Divine, I got another project out that he did. These are producers. Styles the Shadow Figure with Streets of New York, and I did some something with Be Divine. That's out there. That could online. Or all you gotta do is Google me. As long as
Right.
they spell my name right, it's it's gonna come up.
Okay. Shout out to the whole Staten Island, man. What it's like being on the song with Capadonna and shit. Gotta change it.
Captain Dice.
You gotta bring some flavor then.
Yeah, yeah. You
You gotta
definitely
bring
gotta
some
bring
flavor.
some food. Absolutely.
Lounge Low, what
Absolutely.
up? Lounge Low, yeah, he down there. Lounge Low,
Boomer.
what's good? What's good, Boomer?
Boomer. Boomer, what's
Well,
happening?
12 o'clock, right?
12 midnight.
12 midnight.
Campaign starts.
Hands On Carthage, featuring my man P.A. Dre,
Yes,
R.J.
sir.
Payne, Capadonna, Raekwon, Dame Grease. This is lovely. This is lovely on a Friday. This is
Mm-hmm.
lovely. Yeah, this is lovely on a Friday. We looking
They
forward
ain't
to some
gonna get that
video.
all that tonight though, but it's gonna start. You know what I'm
By the
saying? The
way, it
wave is
starts
gonna
tonight.
start. Yeah.
When do you expect to drop a video? Because that's when we really gonna be cooking.
Um, well, the 27th We gonna be dropping some visuals. We got a lot of commercials and stuff like that shot outside of videos, but real crafty, nice looking commercials. Like you gonna think it's a movie when you see it. Like the movie show the coming, the coming attraction. It's a trailer.
Right.
It's gonna look like something. You know what I'm saying? We gonna try to keep people entertained. It take a lot to keep people entertained nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Just so you know, this wasn't supposed to happen on the live stream. We was in the same room. You know what I'm saying?
We could call it right now
We was in the
and
same
do a
room.
call and just pick up then. Where you at? You in New York?
Nah, man, I'd have pulled up on you, man. This is an in-person situation. We could have went over by Park Hill the whole 9 yards and shit. Like
Absolutely.
I
Yeah,
looked at, I
yeah.
checked out your body of work, but I still got to come back through. I ain't done with Shyheim documentary and shit. Like we still working on that.
Oh,
So
so there you go. We
we
could
gonna
do two. Yeah, you know what I mean? Shyheim on the record too. Shyheim.
Let's talk
Shyheim
about Shy.
on the
Let's talk
record.
about Shy. Shy just did about a dime. You impressed with Shy's return to hip hop?
Mm-hmm. I think we all should do more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Shy should, get more. But that goes for all of us, though. We all guilty of that. But we trying to. After tonight, that's over.
Is it inspiring seeing him moving around like that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Every day. You know what I mean?
No doubt. He's on Pillmatic One, my first album with THRU. He did a
Mm-hmm.
record called Big Pressure. It got the most views of any of the music videos that we did. Shout out to Shy. He on Pillmatic too. And I would love to have you brothers on it too. I need y'all. Y'all should have been fucking with me, man.
If you was here, we
This
could have let
Streets of
you hear the
Staten
whole
Island.
record.
This Streets of Staten Island is a music video. Real
Styles the
talk.
shadow figure. You heard that?
That's a music video, my nigga. Word. And we looking forward to that, man. We looking
Okay.
forward to that, man. By the end of this the fourth quarter about to start
Mm-hmm.
shortly. We looking
Mm-hmm.
forward to that. Give us that Fisk.
Yo,
We need that visual. When you was going in and out and you said your popularity started to drop, that's because you wasn't putting out no content. You feel me?
yeah, definitely.
Got to get you in front of this camera, man. Get these music videos popping. Y'all got the music, man. Let's do it. You heard?
Absolutely.
So I
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
y'all taking y'all time to come here tonight and get,
Likewise.
get some
Likewise.
clarity on the Joe Budden situation. Get some positive identification on you because it was a couple of other hands and hands on. That's what it is and shit.
Right.
I appreciate you. Tell them where they can find you at and all of that, and tell them where that link gonna be available. And I'm gonna get up out of here. I appreciate you again.
All right, then you can hit me at Hands the Great on Instagram, Facebook, Hands On. You know what I mean? Google me out. Whatever I got coming, Google me. HANZON. It's gonna come up. New shit gonna come up. You know what I mean? And yeah, all platforms. Shit gonna be available. You can check for me. Salute.
Peace. All
Peace.
right. One. All right, Fish.
Yo, one, send that music.